Okay, guys, I think we are live. So let me just share the link. So we're gonna share the link in the Discord. So, bam. Okay, so everyone, we're now live for the free weekly outlook. Join us and ask your questions. Okay, perfect. So this is done. I'm gonna as well start the live stream there. Okay. Free trading. 3 Forex trading outlook. Okay. Perfect. So now we are live as well here on TikTok. So that's perfect. So now, guys, I'm just gonna quickly go quickly do the little announcement on Instagram as well. So let me just do the quick announcement on Instagram, and then usually everything should be fine. Let me just confirm. I never see my live streams on TikTok because I know I start them, but then I don't really like, I'm supposed to be live, but it doesn't show that I'm live. Oh, okay, now it shows that I'm live. Maybe it shows that I'm live. I don't know if my live stream is working, guys. Because if I search for my username on TikTok, oh yeah, it shows that I'm live. Oh, it's cropped? Really? Why is it cropped? And my camera is lagging. Why is my camera lagging? I've never seen my live stream on TikTok. I was just launching them, and I'm like, that's it. You know? My live streams are lagging on TikTok. What the hell? I'm actually confused. Why is it lagging? That's really, really weird. Wait. There's as well a lot of noise. Wait a minute. What's going on? Microphone. Principal microphone. If I move my microphone to something else, if I move it to this microphone, is it better? Let's see. Is it better? There's still a lot of noise. I never noticed that my microphone is so noisy. That's so weird. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's continue it like this. I just wanted to do a quick announcement as well on Instagram that we're gonna start the live stream. Usually it should be good on YouTube. I don't know what's going on TikTok. It's a bit noisy, but it is what it is, I guess. So let me just do a quick little photo that we are live. Wow, perfect. Okay, and then say we live on For Traders YouTube channel for the free weekly outlook. perfect. Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna send the link and we're gonna start the live stream, guys. So I hope everyone so I hope everyone is doing well. And this week was a pretty good week. As you can see, some members got really nice trades. But yeah, anyway, let me just add some music. Should we put this? I wanna get, wish me go. Oh, we're gonna put this. Okay, perfect. So guys, everything is now set up so we can finally start the live stream. This is, for example, one of the trade that we got during the week. Everything should be good now. Everything should be perfect. And that's pretty much it. So let's start first with our major pairs. Like usually, okay, we have a lot of a lot of people who already commented. What's going on? Okay, can you tell me what strategy I used to win a competition? Seriously, what competition? Like what's like what strategy? My strategy? What strategy you I'm so confused. I'm so confused about what's going on. The strategy is patient, consistency, hard work, and never give up. If you're talking about my strategy, like, you know, if you want to learn my strategy, I have a full video about my strategy on Fortrace YouTube channel and on my social medias. So yeah, but today I'm gonna explain my my strategy as well, basically step by step, and the markups and the setups that I'm looking for the week. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. But yeah, if you want my strategy, I have a lot of videos about it on, for example, Fortrace YouTube channel, and as well on my social medias, of course. So today in this is just a free weekly outlook. I'm not explaining like not step by step. I'm not explaining my strategy with all the concepts individually. I just explain them how I use them together. So yeah. Okay, so yeah guys, let's go and let's start first of all with Euro USD to see what's going on with Euro USD. So we're gonna start with the major pairs like usually, and then we're gonna go on indices if we have time, and gold like usually, because a lot of people love indices and love gold. French accent. Yes guys, I'm Ukrainian, but I live in Quebec, so I speak French. that's my my language that I speak pretty much every single day. I speak more French than English. So yeah, but I was not born from Quebec, but yeah, I live here. Nice, moi aussi, je trade SMC aussi. Oh, that's good. C'est parfait ça. Okay, so let's go on Euro USD. First of all, what do we want to see when we open a chart? First of all, we want to identify the structure, right, and the trading range. So right now, if we just unzoom a little bit, you'll see that overall it's pretty bullish. Like even if you go on the daily, you'll see that overall we're pretty bullish. We broke structure upside. We're having this bullish range on the daily. But the 4-hour recently got a little bit of a pullback to the downside, as you can see, and we broke structure multiple times. We broke structure here, and we broke structure as well there. So what does that mean? This means that we will be actually looking for some sells, but okay? We know that overall the momentum is bullish, right? Overall. So we just need to keep an eye into the reversals because it might reverse. Here, we do have a beginning of a reversal. Let me explain why. It's because we got a big break of structure to the downside. As you can see, we got a big break of structure to the downside. Then we had a little pullback, and then we broke structure to the downside again, as you can see. But this pullback was too aggressive. If we measure the pullback, you'll see that it didn't come close to 0.5, so it was pretty an aggressive pullback. But afterwards, afterwards, this was on the previous week, we were somewhere around right here. Remember on the previous week, I said that this was the range because this is too aggressive as a pullback. But during the week, we created another break to the downside exactly right here, as you can see. And this break to the downside actually created us a new range. Yes, I know my break of structures are from a body closure to another body closure. Some people might see it like this, from a wick to another body closure. And for them, that's not a break of structure. But for my strategy, for me, that's a break of structure because that's how it works best. That's how I back tested it. And that's how I have the best results. Okay, so this is what it means. So that means that we have a break to structure here, a break of structure here. So now we have two aggressive ranges. We had two aggressive ranges basically. So what does that mean? This means that we have this high, this low, this high, this low right here, as you can see. But now, even more recently, we started to break structure to the upside again. So we broke structure here, we broke structure here. But that's not a reversal yet. Why? Because this is as well some inducement in liquidity, and we have more stuff going on top, right? And this more stuff going on top, as here we had a really aggressive push to the upside, and might just want to sweep more liquidity, maybe mitigate this higher time frame POI and react down. So we can actually look for both directions, okay? We can actually look for both directions. We can look for sells as this big range, and we can look for some counter trend buys. If we have a pullback and then another break of structure to the upside, we're gonna have a reversal. But for now, we still have only one aggressive push, so that's not a reversal yet. So that's why we can actually just identify some valid POIs on top right here. We have some 4 hour exactly right here, and except for that, we have as well nothing else. So let's go on the 1 hour. So now we can identify basically our higher time frame POIs. We have a 1 hour right here, and that's not valid, and there is nothing else. So we actually have only 2 POIs left to look for some sells, right? We have this POI after this huge liquidity sweep, and we have the extreme one on top right here. But at the same time, we can as well look for some counter trend buys. Why? It's because we broke structure once, and here as well the previous high. So we can look for some counter trend buys. We have a 4 hour POI exactly right here. So 4 hour POI counter trend, and there is nothing else on the 4 hour. So, oh my god, wait a minute. I was in replay. I was in replay. Wait a minute. Okay, now it's good. So yeah, it's actually a bit higher like this. So yeah, we have a 4 hour POI exactly right here, and let's go on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, it's as well a POI right here. So that's perfect. We have a 1 hour POI here, and we have a 1 hour POI here, and that's pretty much it. Okay guys, so yeah, that's pretty much it. That means that this is the 2 POIs counter trend that we have. And recently, look at this. We swept the liquidity above this POI. So we had a liquidity sweep right here. We mitigated this 4 hour POI. And now let's see if we still can look for an entry here. The take profit final for this trade, okay? The take profit final for this trade was here. You see something happened. We basically reacted from this POI already, and we reached the final take profit. To look for an entry right here, we could have looked for an entry as well, because basically when we tapped into the POI, we needed to see a 15-minute break of structure to the downside. However, the break of structure happened exactly there, / change of character, of course, so this is a change of character. slash break of structure downside. I call both basically break of structures. It's just easier. I try to keep it as easy as possible. I know technically it's a change of character, but whatever. So we have a break that a downside right here, and now price just left without us, without mitigating our extreme POI. So basically, after the break of structure downside, what we needed to do was to identify our extreme POI, place an entry right here, so price can come back, pick us up come back here, take us, and then leave with us. But here what happened is that we just left without us. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So this trade is gone. So that's meaning that we can only wait for the extreme sell right here, and that's it. Right now as well, we kind of created a pullback already. So by the time we reach this 1 hour POI, if we reach this 1 hour POI, we will most likely already create a new range like this. And by the time, that would mean as well that we're gonna be reversing. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this POI, but that doesn't really make sense anymore, because by the time we pull down and then push up, we're gonna have a new range, a new bullish range, and then it will come a reversal. So yeah. Okay, so we have some questions. So this is it, guys, by the way, for Euro USD. That's what I'm waiting for. So we have the buy right here if it just pushes down, and if it push up, it depends if it push up really aggressively, but if it push up body closure, etc., that POI will be too old, and those POIs will become overall. Okay, yes, so let's see what's gonna happen. What's happening as a question. So how are you been? I'm good, guys. Thank you. On my chart, Euro USD started pullback. Yeah, it's because I was in replay. I have a question for traders drawdown rule. If I take one trade, am I allowed to take a loss every now and then, as long as loss or drawdown that exceeds 6%, or will I fail if I get a loss? If you get a loss and your loss is 1% loss, you're not gonna reach your drawdown. It's like the overall amount. I mean, if you open a trade and in one single trade you hit 6% loss, yes, that's gonna fail you, but if you have good risk management, usually you should have 6 trades before, well, at least 6 trades before you reach your drawdown. I think 6 trades is still pretty a small amount of trades, because sometimes market conditions can be bad or something like that. So I don't really recommend to use 1% for not for beginners, but just in general. 1% is pretty like a lot of risk on a prop firm, especially if your drawdown is 6% maximum. So yeah, I recommend between 0.5 and 1%, something like that. Is the 2 candles above valid? If you're talking about these candles, they're not valid, because there's no fair value gap connected to them. So if you look at, you'll see that there's no fair value gap basically connected to it right here. We have this that gets in the POI. So if this wick didn't exist, or this candle closed here, it would have been valid, but as we don't have any fair value gap connected to the POI, it's not valid. Okay, so this was Euro USD. And if you're talking about the 2 candles above right here, that's now too old. Like, that's outside of the range, so that's too old. Now on the 15-minute break of structure, those candles right here are not valid because it's inside of this range, this candlestick range. You see, we basically pushed down, then we stayed in this candlestick range, and we never pushed lower than this low, as you can see. So that means that it's invalid. Okay, because same thing right here, we have a little pullback, right? But this pullback is internal inside of this candlestick range. We need basically to break out of this so we can have a push down. Now we're just pushing and then consolidating and push up. So that's not strong enough for it to be considered a valid breakdown, a valid pullback. Okay, so let's go on GPUSD now. So GPUSD, remember we had those POIs that were pretty old, but yeah, in between we broke structure downside here again. We kind of created another little pullback right here, then we broke structure downside again. So that means that this is a new range. So that means that those POIs are now too old because we are outside of two trading ranges. That's the only thing left we have on GPUSD. We just basically pushed up during the week. So at the beginning of the week we were surrounding this area, but now we just pushed up. So we broke structure upside here, but of course it's not strong enough to look for a buy, because here we only broke one high, we didn't break two. So that means we need a confirmation, and we need as well this high being broken. So we have still some POIs left. So on the 4 hour, we have this 4 hour POI right here. So basically this one right here with this candle, and we have nothing else. But on the 1 hour, if you go on the 1 hour, we have this 1 hour POI exactly right here with those two candles connected to this little imbalance. So that's as well a valid POI. And we have one above exactly right here. As you can see, we have another one candlestick. We cannot include another one this time because if not, it's going to get mitigated, and that's not valid according to our rules. Our POIs needs to be unmitigated. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the POIs that we have on the 1 hour. So yeah, I hope everyone saw them. So if I just show them again, so this is one of the POI right here, one POI, and we have another one right here. Okay guys, so oh yeah, I forgot to put the watermark again, because GPUSD and interval. Okay, so I put back the watermark so people on Discord, not Discord, but TikTok will see it. So what's the pair that we are in? Okay, so we are on GPUSD, guys, 4 hour, by the way. So okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What do we have for GBP USD? Okay, so someone said, is it better to take 1% risk of the account size or 1% of the loss limit? No, of the account size, because your loss limit is based on your account. So if you have a 6% maximum drawdown, that's 6% of your account. 1% of the drawdown, that would be like a really small amount. You will never pass a prop firm account with such a small amount, like of risk. So it's of your account size. Okay, so yeah, this is GPUSD. We're just waiting for those POIs mitigation. When we're gonna have a POI mitigation, we're gonna wait for a 15-minute change of character right here, and then we're gonna enter. Okay, so yeah guys, we can as well do, just to give you a little overlook of how the strategy works, I'm just gonna do a breakdown right now, really quick breakdown on Euro GPY exactly right here. So that will basically give you an overlook on how the strategy works, and that way you will be able to see what I'm looking for, because right now we know we're just identifying higher time frame POIs, and at the end of the day it's just higher time frame POIs. But if you don't know how to execute after the high time frame POIs are mitigated, that doesn't really make much sense, right? So right here we had a trade on Euro GPY, and the trade on Euro GPY is right here, as you can see. So we had a 4-hour POI right here, Euro GPY 4 hour, as you can see. So we had a 4-hour POI exactly right here, and if we go back in time, this is a minor pair. Of course, I'm not breaking down minor pairs, not breaking down, but I'm not analyzing minor pairs in the weekly outlook, but I'm as well trading all the minor pairs. So for people on, oh, we don't even see it. I was about to say for people on TikTok, I wanted to show you, but yeah, we trade minor pairs, all of the things right here. Basically, all of those minor pairs, we're as well trading them. but I'm not breaking it down in the free outlooks because it's a lot of pairs, so I'm just keeping them for the community. So yeah, we had this for our POI right here. We basically mitigated, we swapped the liquidity as well. So we went on the 15 minutes, and on the 15 minutes, we intensified our 15-minute break of structure to the upside. In this case, it was right here. So after this break of structure, we just went on the 1 minute, on the lower time frame. In this case, 15 minutes, there is nothing. 5 minutes, there is nothing, because in this case, we want to intensify our most extreme POI in those time frames, between the 15 minute, 5 minute, or 1 minute. 5 minutes, there is nothing either, so this is why we went on the 1 minute. And on the 1 minute, we had this 1 minute POI right here. This is not mitigated. If we zoom in, you'll see that there is a little imbalance. So yeah, this is the extreme POI. And after you intensified your extreme POI, after a 15-minute break of structure, so POI mitigation, 15-minute break of structure, and then you intensify your most extreme POI, you're going to place your entry right here. Stop loss will be below the low right here. On the 15-minute, you add around like 1 centimeter. And if it's a GPY pair, you can add a little bit more because usually liquidity sweeps on GPY pairs are bigger. And take profit final, that is the hourly high. Technically, the hourly high is here. That's 100% true. Technically, the hourly high is here, but this is just a more conservative take profit. And there is as well liquidity, right? Situated right here. There is inducement, there is resting liquidity. And there is a downtrend that is starting to form. So yeah, it was just a more safe take profit. Anyway, it's already a 1.5 risk-reward ratio, so it's already really, really good. You don't need more. So let's see what's gonna happen. We went up and then we just mitigate the entry and then we just hit the final take profit. As you can see exactly right here for around a 105.5 risk-reward ratio. So this is exactly how the strategy works. Okay, so now keep that in mind when I'm identifying my high time frame POIs on the major pairs. So what does that mean? It means that when we tap into a high time frame POI, you break structure to the upside on the 15 minutes / change of character right here. So you have a change of character / break of structure right here. Then you identify most extreme POI, entry, and that's it. Okay, that's the simplest, easiest version of the strategy. And you hit 103 risk-reward ratio. Right here to take profit 1, you can secure some partials and place your stop loss to break even. And the take profit final is the hourly high. Don't be greedy. Don't target the moon because it might reverse on you. In this case, you see, this is exactly what I was talking about. This was the take profit final that is the best one because it's exactly what I said. You see right here, we swept the liquidity. We had some liquidity here, right? We swept the liquidity. Look how perfectly we swept the liquidity and how perfectly it reacted to the downside. So imagine you were targeted here, you would just be in a break-even trade, So that's why you need to stop being greedy. If you're too greedy, you're not going to take your profits where you need them, and then you're going to end up with a break-even or even worse, a loss. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of people asking me if I'm Québécoise, but yeah, guys, I live in Quebec. So for the questions, yeah, I live in Quebec. I'm not Québécoise, but yeah, I live in Quebec. I'm Ukrainian. I know some people in Quebec think I'm from Quebec, but I'm not from Quebec, but I live in Quebec. Anyway, where in Quebec? I'm close to Montreal. So, Montreal. Okay, guys. So, let's continue with the major pairs. Let's go on USD GPY. So, I like to visit you at Ukraine. I'm no longer living in Ukraine. I was living until I was like 7 years old in Ukraine, but now I live in Canada until like from 2011, something like that. So yeah, it's been a while since I live in Canada, Quebec. Okay. So USD GPY nothing changed for like I don't know how much time. It's been a really, really long amount of time. By the way, guys, the trade on Euro GPY was forecasted as well in the minor pairs in the community right here. So you see minor markups, and the trade on, I mean, this is the entry. That's not, I think I made a mistake. I wanted to say take profit hit, but wait a minute. Where it is, it's here. So you see Euro GPY right here. I don't know why it's not zoom in. Yeah, Euro GPY right here on top. I don't know if you guys see it on Discord. Euro GPY right here. It says Euro GPY. Bam. And we had the exact break of structure and exact entry that I shared with you. That's the 5-minute time frame. That's why it looks a bit off. But yeah, that's the exact entry. And if you look at the level, it's exactly the same one. Why I'm not able to move it? So yeah, if you're looking at the level, it's exactly the same one right here. It's really hard to show things on TikTok because the screen is caught. The screen is caught, and I don't like it. But yeah, that's the exact level right here, if you see it. Anyway, that's just to show you that it was forecasted in the forecasts. So yeah, that trade was exactly here. Extreme POY entry. Anyway, let's go on USD GPY. I should put something here that says, yes guys, I live in Quebec. There's like 4 questions about where do I live. Yeah, I live in Quebec, guys. I'm not from Quebec. But yes, guys, I live in Quebec. Okay. I'm sorry for laughing. It's just because it's been like you're the the 4th person in like 10 minutes that asked me if I'm from Quebec. Okay, so yeah, USD GPY, we have this range. Nothing really changed since the previous week. We have a huge structure on the 4-hour. We still have some POIs, so yeah, we don't do anything. We're just waiting. Here we pulled back close to 0.5, and now we're just waiting for a break to the upside, basically. Okay, so GPY, same thing. Here we had some aggressive momentum and aggressive POYs, but now everything just pushed down. So here we broke structure to the downside. Here we broke structure to the downside. Here we broke structure. Okay. Here we broke structure to the downside again, and here we broke structure to the downside again. Okay. So actually, from the previous week, we can look as well for some sells. So as you can see right here, we had a 4-hour POY. And this 4-hour POY, same thing, it just left without us, but this was the low that we needed to break, as you can see, but then price just left. But it's fine. Sometimes it happens that trades leave without us. Now we have a new range again. So break of structure downside. This means that we have a new range again right here. This range, you see it's bearish, but overall we're bullish. But at the moment right now, we can see it 2 ways. We can see it as this is the same way as on USD GPY, as this is just a bigger pullback, and then we're going to continue to be bullish. That's the first way of seeing it on GPY 4-hour. We can see that this is the first way of seeing it if we don't consider those little pullbacks. But if you consider those little pullbacks, now it just looks like it reversed because we broke structure here, 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 and here. So this means that we kind of reversed, right? So there's 2 ways of seeing it, as both ways are kind of not the best, because something the pullback right here really aggressive, etc. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just continue to push to the upside. And as well on USD GPY, we consider the big range still. I think it's just better to both ways lower your risk, because both ways are possible, but none of them are really strong, right? If that makes sense. So that's why this can be a 4-hour POY for a sell, But as it's not wow, both of them, even this one, like 4-hour POY for a buy, 4-hour POY for a buy, none of them are really, really strong, like super, super, super strong. So what does that mean? That means that it's just better to use half risk everywhere right here, and that way, as nothing is really 100% really, really strong, that way we can just save our capital. So yeah, but at the end of the day, we can look for a sell here. It's all according to the strategy. So I'm gonna add my alerts, and let's go on the 1 hour to see if there's anything else. But nope, there's nothing else on the 1 hour time frame. Really nice and interesting for one simple reason, is because this was our previous ranges, like this. You see, so that was our previous ranges. If I delete wait a minute, if I delete this, okay, this was our two previous range. They were broke structure upside here and here, but we never broke structure to the upside there. If you zoom in, you'll see that we never closed above. You see, we never closed above. Okay, so yeah, we never closed above right here. So that means that we never got a reversal, so we stayed bearish. Even if we had a break to the downside here and here, we still stayed bearish, right? So what does that mean? It means that we broke structure to the downside exactly right here. So it's enough to consider it back to being bearish, because we never changed bullish, because these two breaks are not strong enough to change character yet. We need actually this high being broken, and as you can see right here, we just had a liquidity sweep, and now we're just pushing down. So now we're still back to this bearish range right here, as you can see. So we can look for some sells. So this is your new range, this is your high, this is the low. And we can identify our POYs. So we have a 4-hour POY right here. We have as well a 4-hour POY right here. And that's pretty much it for the 4-hour time frame. Let's go on the 1 hour. Let's go on the 1 hour. So yes, we do have a 1 hour. Nope, we don't. And nope, we don't have any 1 hour. So that's basically it. We don't have any 1 hour time frame. The only time frame that we had valid POYs are the 4 hours. So yeah, if price mitigate this POY, we're gonna wait for a break to the downside and then identify our extreme POY and leave. So yeah, that's pretty much it for USD CHF. So now let's see the questions. There is a spammer. Let me block the account. Okay, and how can I remove the comments? Can I remove the comments on TikTok? It's because I know on YouTube you can, when you block someone, it automatically deletes their comments, but I think on TikTok it's not the case. So yeah. How to join your Discord, guys? It's the link is in the bio. You just join and that's it. There is nothing else. Okay, you can hide comments. I can hide comments. I can mute them. I can pin them. I can translate. I can respond, and I can signal them. But I don't see the option to delete their comments. It's fine. It's fine. I blocked the person, so he shouldn't be spamming anymore. Okay, so let's see the comments. The questions in the chat. I backtested a strategy for 6 months, 82% win rate success. I took one trade a day, and every trade drawdown was never more than 5%. For the trade that I lost, not exceeded 5%. Will this pass or fail the challenge? Every trade drawdown was never more than 5%. I mean, if you... How can you have a 5% loss in one trade? This is what I don't understand from your question. Because let's say you had the maximum drawdown, so you had 5 trades in a row that lost. then yes, it's fine. You're gonna basically be safe. You're not gonna fail the challenge if the maximum drawdown is 6%. But then you need to be careful if you have a daily drawdown. If you have a daily drawdown, you cannot lose more than 3% or 4% a day. So just be careful with that. But if your 6% is your final like drawdown, that you will not fail the challenge if you are 5% a drawdown. You need to reach 6 to fail it. But if you are 5% a drawdown, then you need to still make your profit target to pass the challenge. You're not gonna pass it if you're in drawdown. But yeah, if you have a strategy and you backtested it and you have 82% success, I really recommend you to forward test it still, because backtesting is not enough. You need to backtest, forward test, and then you can try a challenge. But if you skip the forward testing, you're gonna be lost in your challenge if you never did that before. So forward test the strategy, journal your trades, and then if you are profitable on forward testing or a demo account, you can start the challenge. Please post free breakdown as before. Yeah, I'm gonna post the breakdowns in the Discord. In the Discord I do have free breakdowns that you can watch, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna post some free breakdowns like usually. On the 15-minute range, if a 1 minute POI was tapped but not on the extreme, do I still need to wait a 1 minute break of structure? Yes. If it's not the extreme, you always need to wait a 1 minute break of structure. Risk management for one and drawdown. There is a whole video on ForTraders YouTube channel on it. I made a video on risk management on ForTraders YouTube channel. Just click and you're gonna find it. Okay, guys, so let's continue. Okay, perfect. So USD CAD. Oh, this is interesting. Look. Wow. We basically tapped into a 4-hour POI, as you can see. So this is a POI that we forecasted on the previous week. I mean, not really, because on the previous week we were here. This is a 4-hour POI that got created during the week. But now we tapped into it. So we had basically on the previous week we were here, but then we created a new range during the week. And now this is our 4-hour POI. We had as well some inducement right here at price created, and now we tapped into it. So we can go on the 15 minutes and we can wait for a 15-minute confirmation. Okay. So our confirmation in this case, we need to identify our high to break. Now, to identify our high to break, sometimes, when you have a lot of consolidation and it looks like this, don't jump straight away on the 2 candlestick pullback and see, yes, this is the high I need to break, because that's not really the case. Okay, sometimes you need to go back and see what's actually happened in the past. So we last broke structure downside here, then we broke structure downside here. Then we broke structure to the upside here, as you can see. Then there we never broke structure to the upside. So we were stuck in this range from the lowest point. Wait a minute. Nope. We broke structure downside here. And then we broke up there. So we're stuck in this range from this low to this high. So then we broke structure downside here. Then we broke structure to the upside there. Okay, this is why it's important to follow the ranges well, because if you don't follow the ranges well, you might be in a wrong range. Okay, and then we broke structure to the upside again. So now this is our range, and then we broke structure to the downside here. You see, we broke structure to the downside here, not here, here, because this is the lowest point connected to the previous high that has been broken. So now this is our range, and then we broke structure downside here. So this is just internal. That's just an internal high. This is the high of the range because this is the highest point connected to the previous low that has been broken. So this is your range. Now you might think, okay, but that's really far away. Yes, that's really far away. If you go on the 1 hour, you'll see as well that this is pretty much the 1 hour, the 1 hour high. That's pretty much as well the 1 hour high. So what does that mean? That just means that not a good risk. No, that's not a good break of structure, because that's as well our final take profit, because our hourly highs are our take profit finals. So what you can do for this trade, for it to be valid, as this is not the valid high to break, technically that's the high to break, but as it's as well the take profit final, by the time we break this high, we're going to reach the take profit final and the trade will already react without us. So what do? We need a break to the downside again. So we basically need another break to the downside, and then we're going to have a new high to break, something like this. So this is what we need, because this will be basically our take profit final then. Okay, so yeah, I hope you understood. This is not the right high, because this is as well the take profit final. We need a new pullback and a new break. That's it. That's just what we need to do with USD CAD. Okay, AUD USD, we had a beautiful trade as well during the week, right here for a 1 to 5.5 risk reward ratio. Same thing, this trade was of course like usually all trades are forecasted. So yeah, we tapped into this fire POI, then we created why I have so many things on my chart, so ugly. Wait a minute. Okay, so we broke structure to the downside right here, as this is the last break to the upside. Then we had an extreme POI on the 15-minute. That's exactly the same thing. That's basically exactly the same thing that I showed you on Euro GPY, right? POI mitigation. In this case, it's a sell. So we're looking for a break to the downside, right? Entry at the extreme 15-minute POI, stop loss covering the high. That's it. Bam. Wow. And this was a 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. So yeah, that's good. This is gone now. However, this is bye-bye. So we still have some POIs above to look for some other sells. If we break structure to the downside again, we're gonna have a new range. But for now, we're just left with those POIs above to look for some sells, and it's fine because we do have some inducement and liquidity that is being created right here and sitting up there. So yeah, that's expected that we're gonna maybe push higher, and if we push lower, we're gonna have a new range, and we're gonna have like a new range from this high to this low, and we can identify new POIs. But for now, that's it. Are you Québécois? 5th people, guys. I'm gonna count the number of people who will ask me if I'm from Quebec. The answer is yes. I live in Quebec. I'm from Ukraine, but I live in Quebec. You're the number 5. Not the number 5. I'm gonna count them. I'm gonna count them just to see what's the record of people asking me if I live in Quebec. But yeah, I live in I live in Quebec, guys. So I speak French. What's your chart background? What's your chart colors? Yeah, sure, I can show you my chart colors. So my chart colors are those ones. So it's the basic blue right here, and for the white it's the basic one right here, and for the canvas it's this one right here. So pretty simple. It's the one before the black one. So yeah, that's my chart colors. Probably because of your English Quebec accent. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, guys. I do have an accent, but I don't have the French. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the French accent when I speak, but yeah, maybe the Quebec one. Okay. So let's go now on NZD USD. So NZD USD, as well like on AUD USD, we just have those two POIs waiting for us, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just waiting for our POIs being mitigated. We don't have anything lower, and this is all liquidity right here. We just swept some, but we still have this inducement. We still have this high left. We swept this high, so from this area we might continue to push down, or maybe price wants to sweep more liquidity, mitigate the sales POI, and before pushing down again. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those POIs we can be as well careful about them because we have two pullbacks there that are pretty aggressive. So technically they are outside of two trading ranges. But depending on how the market will develop, we can still maybe look for some sells here because this is really aggressive. But yeah, if it's moving really slowly, maybe we're gonna have a reversal, but at the same time we have a lot of inducements. So same thing, both ways are kind of possible. Okay, so Euro GBP. So Euro GBP, same thing. We have a huge range right here, but nothing really is going on because it's really a huge structure. If I unzoom, you'll see it better. It's really like a huge structure, and that's not good for our strategy. Okay, guys. So that's it for major pairs. Now we can go quickly on gold and maybe some indices just to finish the breakdown and the. That's not really a breakdown. It's more a weekly outlook for what's going to happen next week according to my strategy. Of course, just something to tell you. It's as well, for people who are on TikTok, it's as well live on YouTube. Okay, so if you want to see the bigger screen, with pretty much all the information, I'm live on YouTube on For Traders YouTube channel. So for people who want to be maybe in a bigger screen or something, we are streaming live on YouTube. So on For Traders YouTube channel, the prop firm For Traders ranked number 3 on prop firm match. So as you can see right here, if you go on For Traders YouTube channel, exactly right here, we are streaming right here. So then you have a bigger screen with all the information you need. And guys, as well, right now, in like 5 minutes, we're going to finish to do the breakdown for the indices in gold. But in 5 minutes, we're going to do as well a giveaway. So we're going to do a giveaway for a free 6K challenge. Okay, so a For Traders 6K challenge, a giveaway, and the giveaway will be on YouTube. So I'm going to cut the TikTok live and the giveaway will be on YouTube. So if you want to participate to the giveaway, you can go on YouTube and transfer on YouTube. Basically, I have free codes to have free, as it's a collab with For Traders, they give up a free challenge at the end of every single live stream. So there is a question if I use fundamentals. Right now, I'm learning fundamentals because I want to use them. I try to use fundamentals. I try to learn fundamentals multiple times, but I'm really I'm really visual. And fundamentals, it's really technical. And every single time I tried to learn fundamentals, I had issues. That's why I decided to go in the university in economy. I said, I was trading for myself for 2 years now. And I did a sabbatic year after college because I was just focusing on trading and it worked pretty well. Right now I'm just living with this. But then I said I want to include fundamentals in my trading, but I have a hard time learning fundamentals. So I decided to go to the best finance school in Canada, one of the best. So yeah, for people, I don't know, for people in, I don't know, I think it's well known internationally as well. It's called HEC. So yeah, in French it's Haute Études Commerciales. So it's one of the best business school in Canada. So yeah, I'm specializing in economy and finances. So that way basically they have Bloomberg terminals. It's really nice. So yeah, and everyone there is really skilled. So yeah, I'm specializing in economy, so then I'm gonna take what I learned from corporate finance and I'm gonna put it in my trading. That's the goal. That's basically the end goal of why I'm back to university right now, because I want to put the knowledge from a corporate, more banks, hedge funds type of view and incorporate in my trading as well. Teach you guys. That's the end goal, So that way we're not always only focusing on technicals and what we see online, but more as well on the overall part of how finances, the market works. And the best way of learning it, of course, is by going to more of a hedge fund banks investment part, so we can combine both and create the best strategy ever. That's the goal, guys. Okay, anyway, let's go quickly on gold. So guys, gold is just really, really crazy pushing up. It's crazy pushing up. We have this range basically just pushed higher. Now we have a 4-hour POI right here. Nothing really, nothing going on. And nothing else. So we just have a 4-hour POI here, and that's it. We don't have anything else. So yeah, new POI right here for gold. That's cool. New POI right here for gold. And now let's go on. We can go on NAS, but guys, indices are all the same. Okay, this is NAS, this is S&P right here, and this is US 30. It's all the same. We have a counter trend POI on top of the range, and that's it. We just wait for it because we still didn't have any break to the downside to confirm the bearish momentum. And yeah, we just have this counter trend POI for now, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So yeah, someone said I used to follow you, but now I trade futures. Yeah, that's good. I hope it's going well for your futures trading, and that you're profitable. So happy to see you here again. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's transfer on YouTube. So people who are already on YouTube, stay on YouTube. People who are on TikTok, if you want to participate to the giveaway, so the 4Traders 6K prop firm challenge, transfer on YouTube. So yeah, it's on 4Traders YouTube channel, exactly right here. It's the live stream, exactly right here. So yeah, I have as well a lot of videos, by the way, guys, on long form videos on YouTube right here. For example, you know, about my strategy. They posted a lot of videos as well. So I have a lot of videos about my strategy and stuff like that on their YouTube channel, and on my own social media as well. I have a lot of videos about my strategy. But for now, go on YouTube if you want to participate to the free giveaway. And I'm gonna end this live in 5 seconds. So do I go live every day? I don't go live every day on TikTok. I don't go live every day on TikTok or on YouTube. I'm going live like publicly, if we can say it like that, once a week. So it's on Saturday. So like today, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. New York time, to do the free weekly outlook for the next week. But inside of my community, I go live 4 times per week more. So yeah, we're doing basically inside of the Discord in total, we're going live 5 times per week. So yeah, but publicly I go just live on Saturdays. So yeah, guys, transfer on YouTube if you want to win if you have the chance to win the free 6K funded account. And yeah, I'm gonna end the live stream right here. So have a nice end of the day, and I see you on YouTube if you want to participate in the giveaway. People that are already on YouTube, stay here. We're gonna do the giveaway right now. So I'm gonna stop this. And okay, we're gonna wait for people. We're gonna wait for people to join. It's for testing, just daily test on live markets. It's like, yeah, you're basically trading on a demo account. You trade on a demo account, so you can trade on paper trading on like right here on TradingView. You have paper trading. You can trade on this. I don't even see if you see my paper trading. But yeah, if you go here, trading panel, here, you can have paper trading. So you can just open a paper trading account on TradingView and trade your strategy there to practice. Okay, guys, so let's wait for more people to join. If no one else is joining, we're just gonna do the giveaway right now. So let's wait like 1 more minute. And yeah, we're gonna do the giveaway, and that's gonna be pretty much it for today. So 33. Let's wait to see if there is 35 people who join. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think that more people are joining, so we can just straight away do the giveaway right now. Okay, so how is it working? If it's your first time, I'm gonna re-explain it. So basically, I'm gonna ask you a question, and the answers will be A, B, C, D. Okay, I'm gonna ask you questions. The answers will be A, B, C, D, and the right answer, you just need to put the right letter. And the first 5 people who get the right answer will be put randomly in the wheel of names. So wheel of names, this website exactly right here. Basically, the first 5 people will be put right here. Okay, and I'm gonna spin it, and the winner will be the one that will leave with the free 6K challenge. So okay guys, so let's start it right now. So this is, by the way, as well, just saying, okay, just saying, the first 5 people right here who get the right answer, okay, is based on how I see it. Okay, so that means that if you are number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I will go in the order that I see it, because it might be different from one person to another. So this will be the moment basically that will decide who will be first, who will be second, is based on how I see it on the chat. I'm not tricking it. It's basically really what I see. So guys, to repeat quickly the rules, as some people joined, I'm gonna ask a question. The answers will be A, B, C, D. The first 5 people to answer the right answer will be put in the wheel of names, and then I'm gonna spin the wheel of names, and the winner will be the one that is selected. So guys, that's how it works. Just quickly, I'm gonna put my trading view like this. Okay, perfect. So let me think about a question. Let me think of a question. Okay, so the question will appear on your screen. Okay, so you just write A, B, C, D. You think what is the right answer. And by the way, if you put 2 answers, okay, I'm only considering the first one you put. Okay, so if you put 2 answers, so one and then something else, and the second one is the right answer, I'm still considering your first one. Okay, so be sure to put the right answer straight away, because you cannot change your mind. Okay, so let me think of a question. What can we ask? Okay, that's interesting. So okay, so let me write the question, guys. Wait, I'm thinking how I'm formulating my question, because okay, I think that makes sense. You know, I think that makes sense. Let me just okay, I think that makes sense. So question A, Okay, I think if I write it like this, it would make more sense. Okay, I think if I write it like this, it makes it more sense. Okay. Guys, if you write your answer before, you're disqualified. Everyone who is writing right now is disqualified. That's cheating. So basically, guys who pre-shotted the answer, that's cheating. That's disqualified. So no, guys, if you removed your answer, you're still disqualified. I see that you removed your answer. So yeah, guys, disqualified. Everyone who is writing now is disqualified. Okay, so now there's A, B, C. I removed D. Okay, so there's A, B, C. Okay, so yeah, guys, everyone who is writing right now is disqualified. So okay, 1, 2, 3, go. So how much pullbacks and breakup structures do we need to consider an aggressive range when the pullback is aggressive? So is it only one pullback and a break of structure straight away we can consider it as a new range? Okay. Is it 2 or is it 3? So is it, for example, that's the question. So do we need only one aggressive that's a new range? Do we need 2 of them or do we need 3? Okay, so we have answers. We have answers. So it starts from this person is the one that is disqualified. Everyone above is disqualified. So this is the first person who wrote the right answer. Let me just confirm that this person never wrote anything else before. Nope. Okay, so that's perfect. Let's put his name in the wheel of names. So copy, paste. Okay, this one never wrote anything before either. Right, never wrote anything either. Yes, okay. Same thing, so this one is as well valid. I mean, not valid, but you understood. This person, nothing, same thing, nothing going on. So looks good. Okay, so never wrote anything before either. Okay. This person, same thing, never wrote anything before either. Yeah, so valid too. And this person is wrong. This person wrote something before, that's disqualification. You got disqualified. I'm sorry. Like I saw your message. You don't count. So disqualified. This one is right. So, and he never wrote anything before. Okay, perfect. So this is the first 5 people. Let's spin the names right now. So, 1, 2. I mean, the right answer was B, by the way. It was 2 pullbacks and 2 break of structures. I think you got it. But yeah, when we have one aggressive pullback, it's not enough. But when we have another one, now it's enough to consider it as an aggressive range. Okay, so let's see who will win. And so this is the person who won the challenge exactly right here. So yeah, congratulations. So let me find you. So go to the YouTube channel. So yeah, this is the person who won it. I think you already won. Did you already won? This person name some did you already win a challenge? We don't have, I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe I think it's someone else. But yeah, anyway, this person won. So yeah, guys, if you have any other questions, this person can just DM me and I'm gonna send you a code. So yeah, guys, it was pretty nice to speak to you. And if you have any questions, don't really hesitate to just go on my Instagram and send me a message. And yeah, have a nice end of the day. My Instagram, by the way, is in the comments. So if you want to send me a message or something, you can always do it there. And yeah, have a nice end of the day. And I'm gonna see you next week for another live. And yeah, have a nice end of the day, guys. Thank you for joining. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.